Hello, everybody. It's Steve. Welcome. So happy to be able to talk to you a little bit this afternoon about the power of Master Sha's Tao Calligraphies, especially the power of Master Sha's NFT calligraphies. I've been a student of Master Sha since 2010, and over that time, I've had the great opportunity. I'm very blessed to be able to have acquired a number of Master Sha's original calligraphies. You can see some of them on the wall behind me here. And these calligraphies are so powerful and can be used by tracing or chanting the calligraphy's name while asking for blessings. And the blessings that can be asked for could be financial blessings, healing blessings for our physical conditions, relationship blessings, anything that's causing a challenge in our life. Master Sha's Tao calligraphies are very powerful at helping to resolve those issues for us. A few months ago, Master Sha offered a calligraphy associated with financial abundance called an NFT. And my wife Avi and I took a look at the offering and decided that we would each acquire one of these NFTs. So we did. We were approved, and we started joining Master Sha's NFT calligraphy tracing sessions with a large group of people who had also acquired their versions of the NFT. And we would chant and trace and ask Kevin for financial blessings. Well, shortly thereafter, the financial blessings just started to roll in for me. Totally unexpected, totally unplanned for, nothing that I asked for specifically, because I couldn't have anticipated some of the types of blessings that I received. But I was amazed by it, and also not amazed, because it's Master Sha, and it's Master Sha's calligraphies. And Master Sha tells us about the power of these calligraphies and how they can help us in our daily lives. So I actually had to write down a whole bunch of things that happened that created financial abundance for myself and for Avi. And the net of it is, when I added up all the numbers, it's the better part of $100,000 worth of financial blessings since I acquired the NFT from Master Sha. So let me tell you a little bit about some of the things that happened. A major one was I was offered a salaried position in Master Sha's Love, Peace, Harmony Foundation, a charitable foundation that Master Sha started a number of years ago. I had been a volunteer for a few years working for the foundation, but right after the NFT came out and right after I started tracing it on a regular basis, I was offered a salaried position. Not anticipating it, but so happy to have received that and start working and getting paid by the Love, Peace, Harmony Foundation. Second big thing that happened was in early December, one of my aunts transitioned, and she had no children, and she apparently had a lot of money we didn't know in her estate, and she left that money to all of her nieces and nephews, including myself. So huge chunk of unanticipated income from an inheritance came my way. Again, just a month or so after we started tracing our NFTs and asking for financial abundance. The next thing that happened was American Airlines sent us an email and informed us that we had a couple of flight credits worth over $2,000 that they were reminding us about, and said, why don't you use these, or you lose the benefit. So Avi and I did not know we had these flight credits. We tried to find out, how it came about. Was it a mistake? But it was all valid. Apparently, we had booked a flight before COVID and got canceled because of COVID, but the credit was still there. So we booked a flight to Colorado, and looking forward to going there this spring. But American Airlines called back the next day and said, the time frame that you want to take advantage of your flight credits exceeds the time frame when the credits expire, so you can't do it. And I asked the woman nicely to check again, as was it possible to get an exception. She called me back a few hours later and said, no problem. American Airlines is going to honor your credits, and you can take your trip to Colorado this spring. So amazing. Now we're getting a trip to Colorado. It's pretty much paid for. And again, we attribute it totally to tracing Master Sha's NFT Calligraphies, which we had received a month or two before getting that call. Next item was I needed some medical work done on my tooth. And the dentist had to send me to a specialist. And the specialist said, well, this is going to happen in two parts for you, Stephen. We're going to do a first examination and analysis that's going to be about $450. And then we'll have a game plan for how to treat the abscess condition. And that's going to involve a procedure that'll cost about $1,600. So, okay, great, we have to do it. So I went to the dentist for that first appointment, and at the end of the preliminary procedure, he said, I don't think we have to take the extreme approach we were looking at, so I'm going to cancel your next appointment, the $1,600 appointment, and you don't have to do that anymore. So another nice little blessing. And again, I'd been tracing the NFT, joining the practice sessions with Master Sha's team, and these things were just rolling in one after another in the few months after the acquisition. So another one, totally unexpected and out of the blue, came. We got a formal-looking piece of mail from a lawyer's agency, and they said that I had been a part of a class action suit against a credit card bank that had calculated interest payments incorrectly, and there was a big check in the mail. I didn't know this was happening. Couldn't have anticipated the amount of money that was in play here, but another huge blessing, financial blessing that came after tracing the NFTs. And then the last thing I wanted to tell you about was even before Master Sha had created the NFTs, I had the good fortune to have a personal consultation with him. Avi and I had a personal consultation in Hawaii, and I was in the middle of writing a book about my spiritual journey experience, and I wanted to get Master Sha's guidance around, was that a good project to continue doing, and if so, was there an opportunity for a blessing? So Master Sha wrote 2 calligraphies for me in that consultation, one to complete the project in a 4-month time frame and get the book published, and the second one to write the book well, impart Tao wisdom into the book so that people would find it exciting and want to read it. And I completed the project on time, and the book here, Flying with Dragons, was published shortly thereafter. And it's been a wonderful opportunity for me to do book readings and meet new people and introduce them to concepts around the spiritual journey and self-healing and Master Sha and Master Sha's techniques over the last few years. But one thing that wasn't happening was I wasn't getting paid the royalties from the sales of the books. And that was being researched by the publishing organization. And about 6 weeks ago, I got a call from them, and they identified where the blockage was in their administrative systems that was holding up my payments. And all of a sudden, I got another big check in the mail for royalties from the book. And this has just been amazing. These half dozen or so incidents have resulted, as I said, in a total of the better part of $100,000 worth of financial blessings, financial abundance. Avi and I know it's all from Master Shah's power that's in these Tao Calligraphies, in the NFTs. So if you have an NFT already or any other Master Shah calligraphy, I highly encourage you to keep asking for blessings, keep tracing, keep chanting, use your NFTs to deliver what you need to make you happier and healthier in your life. Look forward to speaking to you again soon and telling you more great stories about more blessings. Thank you so much.